Good morning, fellow budgeters. My name is Brandy, and you're watching From Debt to Dreams. On this channel, we're paying off over $400,000 worth of debt, but don't you fret, more than half of that is our mortgage. In this video today, we are going to go over my weekly expense tracking. I will tell you that over the weekend, we ended up having a little bit of fun and spent more than we should have. So thankfully, we've got those two out of our systems now. And we will be doing a little better. We enjoy having family time. We enjoy having fun. The problem is we just need to make sure we have that in our budget. Not saying that we didn't have the money, because we technically did, and do. We didn't go into any extra debt for it. We didn't use our credit cards, nothing like that. So, we enjoyed that time. I don't regret any minute of it. I just released that video of like how we're going to do so much better about our money. And then we spent money on dinner and like going to Myrtle Beach. So anyway, when that stuff starts showing up in the checking account, I will tell you more about it. Actually, I'll just tell you about it now. So this weekend, it was really fun. We ended up, I had a brunch with some mom friends of mine from church, it was so fun. And then Jason took the boys to a local park around here that, has a really huge lake with some alligators in it. And they went to pick up trash, kind of as a little service project. So that was really cool. And then in the afternoon, we came home and we did some chores and we ate lunch. But then a little later in the afternoon, we decided we wanted to go to the ocean. We live pretty close to the ocean. We have different areas that are within an hour away of the ocean. Some are closer, some are farther away. And we were originally going to go to a place called Carolina Beach. It's one of my favorite areas around here. And so we were on our way to Carolina Beach, and then both my husband and I were like, actually, we want to go to Myrtle Beach. So we did a U-turn and we went down to Myrtle Beach, which is a little over an hour away. But on the way, we stopped in a little town called Calabash, and there is a really great Christmas store there. So we stopped at the Christmas store. I love Christmas stores. I think my mom does too, but I really love Christmas stores. And we spent about an hour looking around the Christmas store. And then we went to North Myrtle Beach, a place called Cherry Grove. And we went onto the ocean, and the kids played in the water for a little bit. And I'll put some pictures here just so you can see. I've got some pictures of them without their faces in it, so I can put them up. And then after that, we drove to Broadway at the beach at Myrtle Beach, and we ate at a pretty lesser known burger place called Wahlburgers. Just kidding. It's pretty well known. I didn't know there was one in Myrtle Beach. I love boy bands. I have loved boy bands forever. And New Kids on the Block is one of my all-time favorite boy band. And so I didn't know there was a Wahlburgers in Myrtle Beach, and it's like been there for a couple of years. And I'm like, how did I not know this? We've been to Broadway at the beach multiple times. But anyway, we went to Wahlburgers, and that's where we spent the majority of our money. I wasn't expecting to spend that much, but it was delicious and it was worth it. I had the street corn and salmon salad. Oh, it was so good. And then after that, we just walked around at Broadway at the beach for a little while, and it was a really great time. We had a good time. Next weekend, however, because now the past 2 weekends we have gone out to lunch or dinner, and we have spent quite a pretty penny, because it's me, Jason, my mom, and then my 2 kids. So, for 5 people to go out to eat at a sit-down restaurant, it's going to be over $100 every time. So we can't do that very often. However, we did do that Mother's Day weekend, and now we've done it this weekend. So next weekend, we got to keep it low key. So now today is Monday. It's time to get back at work. It's time to start doing the adult things. And so the only thing that came out in our checking account was our cookout purchase from last week. Let me find my takeout marker. Nope, wrong one. Here it is. So we did cookout. And then for cash spending, I already wrote it all down. We don't have any dollars because my husband was the one that did the shopping. And even though I tell him, please try not to use the dollars, he did. That's okay. Here's our change. Going into our change jar. All right. So looks like the last time I did not color in our $1 savings because I was too excited to fill up that binder. And then looks like I didn't even write down the Dunkin' purchase for takeout. When did I go to, was it me that went to Dunkin'? Oh yeah, it was after I got, I had some blood work done, and it was a fasting blood work appointment, and so I decided I was going to have Dunkin' afterwards. And then we did our normal grocery shopping. So we spent $224 at Costco, $25 at Walmart, and $81 at Aldi. So that is our full $300 for this week. I know Jason went, I think, $3 over. So we'll see that in the checking account probably tomorrow when we do our expense tracking. Since we received our debt consolidation money, we have $62,000 in our checking account, which is a lot of money. I paid on Friday. I got so excited. I started paying some of those bills, paying them off. But then I was like, ooh, I bet you the bank really doesn't want me to do this all at once. So once those 3 that I paid cleared, then I will move on to the next ones. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, my friends, I hope you have a lovely Monday, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Happy Wednesday, fellow budgeters. All right, I didn't get on yesterday because things were really crazy at work. So I just was doing my job. So I have a lot going on in my checking account. So let's go through that really quick. So every month, my credit union takes $1 out of each account to go towards their foundation. And so I count that as a tithe. It's just $1. Here is the $3 that my husband went over on our grocery budget this week. This, I didn't know how to categorize it. My husband took the kids out to a local park, and they cleaned up some trash around the park, and he ended up buying some garden gloves for them at the Dollar Tree so that they wouldn't have to pick up trash with their bare hands. And I don't know how to categorize that. Let's look at my categories really quick and see if we can. Oh dear, what a day. Okay, where's my categorized thing? Okay, here it goes. Oh, I do not like what the sun is doing to my thing. Let's see. No. I mean, I guess I could categorize it as fun, even though, like, it wasn't really. It was more like a family bonding time, really. Let's write that as fun. All right, and then while I have the fun color out, here is our purchases from Myrtle Beach. We had to buy the kids a couple of shirts because they were really hot. And then when we would go into stores and stuff, they are not really hot. They were wet from the beach. And then we would go into stores, they were cold. So we bought some new shirts. My husband got himself some coffee. We ended up buying, this is, Hollywood Hero is a store that had like, it was called Heroes and Villains actually. And so they had a whole bunch of like different like Funko Pops and Loungefly bags and t-shirts, and that kind of stuff. And we found, I don't buy Funko Pops because I'm definitely one of those people that could be like, I want all the Funko Pops, and so I don't buy them. But Jason found a Roy Kent Funko Pop from Ted Lasso, and he's riding a bicycle, and that is from my absolute very favorite episode, and so we ended up buying it. Parking to get onto the beach that day was $20, which was ridiculous, and then here is when we went to Wahlburgers. And I want to go back. I'm still thinking about that salad. Okay, right here is Circle K, which means my husband took the kids to Circle K in the morning to go get them some donuts before church. Right here, my oldest son, Colin, is going to be attending a soccer camp. And so that's me paying for the soccer camp. And then I'm not going to count these as like debt payments. It's going to look weird for May because, you know, I got the debt consolidation loan and now I'm paying off all the other loans. And so here's the ones that we have paid off, but I'm not going to color them because I don't want to count them as, well, I guess I kind of do need to count them as expenses because I counted the money as coming in. So the Capital One card is now paid off. Rooms to Go furniture is paid off, and our Citi credit card is paid off. And so in my brain, those are still not paid off. And in my brain, they still are at maximum usage, which means like I've maxed them out. So I don't use them. I do not need to use them. I've earned almost a whole $1 in dividends from my checking account. And then probably because we had, you know, $45,000 in there. Where is my gas? And then I got gas for the van. So my husband is he needed to go to the doctor today. And then he took the van to go get fixed. We're finally getting that repair that I was talking about, getting that done with the van. So getting those done, I made a huge payment to my private student loan. So that one will be paid off. And then as soon as that one clears, I'll be working on the Rogue, getting that set, and then working on the two, I have a Visa credit card through my bank I need to get paid off, and then the personal loan through my bank, I have to go to the bank and talk to them about that. It won't let me just pay that online. And then the Ashley Furniture card, so which is only like $600, but those are the last of them. And then we'll just be making payments to the debt consolidation loan, my federal student loan, and Jason's federal student loan. So pretty cool. All right, well, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Happy Friday, fellow budgeters. Man, I have not been able to get on every single day, which is not fun because I enjoy filming every single day and putting together a video for, like, you see me every day of the week. In the video, it helps me keep accountable. I still write down my expenses every day, but I just haven't been able to film, which sucks. I mean, it just means work is busy, but that's okay. So here's what happened in the checking account over the last couple of days. So my husband had to work late one night, and I guess he went to the Travel Mart. I don't know what that purchase is for. I just know it was him. And while I have his color out, he also went to Hardee's that night for his dinner. And I had some prescriptions come out, and of course I went to go pick up the prescription, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have cash for this. But it's all right. My checking account can handle that for right now, and I'm not going to worry about that. Where's my kids' color? There we go. This is another camp fee. There's a church in town that does a soccer camp for kids. And they charge $20, and my son loves to do that. Colin loves doing that. We paid off the Visa credit card. Paid off. Remember, I'm doing this because technically that account is paid off, but we just moved the debt over to the debt consolidation loan, and I don't want my brain to think, oh, we have money, everything's paid off, because it's not. Here is my husband's life insurance. I just categorized that under health because honestly, I don't know what else to categorize that under. Here is me paying off the private student loan. And, excuse me, here is me filling up the Rogue with gas. And then this is me buying the June book that we are reading in my book club. So that's that. Everything has come out. I just haven't written it down. Everything has come out here. Oh, except pest control. That hasn't happened yet, but that's okay. I'll just move it over to the next thing. And yeah, that's it. Today is payday. I have not, you did not miss a budget with me budget with me video. I'm doing things differently now, where my cash stuffing videos are also going to be my budget with me's. So that's what will start the video, and then the cash stuffing will come after that. And then, yeah, so that's starting next week. So next week we'll have that. We'll have my first play and pay, and we'll have the Friday video. Have a good day. Bye.